Hey, hey, everybody, friends and family. As you see, yes, I am. I feel a lot better. Um, each day I'm getting better. So yes, thank you, Lord. I'm just taking it day by day. So I find myself, being on YouTube a lot, looking at videos of people that a lot of people, people sharing their stories and stuff, their diaries or whatever. And I was looking at this video, and it was like, starting the Bladder diary. Um, and I was like, man, I wish I should have, did that, a long time ago. But oh well, I didn't. It's no need to cry, never spill milk. So, but it's never too late. So, I'm gonna do it now because even though I had the surgery on my bladder, my prolapse, I'm still having the urgency, the frequency. And she said that by me having the surgery, that wasn't going to fix that. So she's got me on medication for that to help with the urgency because and I was listening to this doctor today, and was saying, like, if you go into the restroom 20 or 30 times a day, that's out of the norm. And I'm like, wow, because I know I probably go about 20 times a day. And it's like and what she called it was jicking, just in case you go, you waiting to go, like just you going just in case. Well, I'm I don't know if you want to call it jicking, but I'm going making it just in case. I'm putting it like that, cause it would be sometimes that I wouldn't make it. It would just, it would just pee would just roll down my leg, and I know me. That's kind of embarrassing. You don't want to be out in public nowhere, and you gotta go. But so I'm like, I can't wait. If I wait a second or two, that's a wrap. So I'll constantly find myself like going and buying like those it's called Azo, and it's where it turns your urine turn it orange because the pill is like orange or turn your pee orange. I'm buying them like faithfully, taking them like chewing gum. It helps. It will help. It didn't help much, but it helped a little bit. It helped me where I can be out, in public and stuff. And um, I could have had my surgery way for now, but I choose not to because one, I wanted to go on my couples retreat because this was me and my husband's first year on a cruise. So I was like, I went and bought plenty of those pills, and it was days that you know I felt like crap, but I waited out. I made myself. You know, I really I enjoy myself, and I enjoy myself with my husband. But it was something he knew it that I would feel like crap. I would be hurting, but I stuck it out. And then I wanted to go on a vacation to Myrtle Beach. That when we went in June, and I wanted to go enjoy myself, and I did, and I made sure that I had my doctor had then prescribed me on some pills then for the incontinence, because that's why I had the incontinency and the urgency frequency. But I'm like, I could have did it, but so I was like, well, when I got back from my vacation, I told my doctor, I was ready then to go ahead and have the surgery. But I didn't want to interfere. I was going to have me a good time, enjoy myself this summer because for one, I never been on a cruise, and I was like, I'm going. The Lord's will, I'm going, and I to the beach. What? That's like one of my favorite number one spots, Myrtle Beach. I was going. If the Lord's will, and if He make it where we can go, I'm going. But yeah, He knew, and He was like, "You sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be fine. I done, I done dealt with it this long. I done, so it ain't gonna hurt me to, keep going." But this lady, and actually, this was a doctor that I was looking at, and so she was like, okay, she examined her own self, right? Because she's a gynecologist, but she was saying that uh, after she gave birth naturally, she was in her kitchen and she like was moving around and she run and stuff and exercise run and stuff. She felt something pop. So now like I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not because I pay attention to my body. For one, because I don't, I go through so much with my body, so I pay attention. I pay close attention. So she was like, she felt the pop. But she went and examined herself. So she was like, you know, us women, we stand a lot and we sit a lot, when we go to the bathroom. So she went and so she got a mirror, and she put the mirror. She went and she stood up and put the mirror down between her legs, and she said she saw something. She said it wasn't like a bulge or anything, but she knew something was there. And she said because when she go running and stuff, she will feel like this heaviness and like this fullness like down in her pelvic area and her bladder. And I'm like, I know I ain't crazy because when I go walking, that's a lot of times I like, I do a couple of laps and I stop because I'll feel that same feeling, that heaviness and that fullness, and I'm like, what in the world is this? That's what I was saying to myself. I kept saying, what in the world is this? So, when I was going to that doctor and stuff, and he kept saying, giving me, like I was saying before, he kept giving me antibiotics all the time and saying, oh, you fine, Miss Holder. You just having a UTI. So, I'm going, and I'm still constantly feeling that heaviness. And that's what she was saying too. She was feeling that heaviness and fullness. So she would go to her midwife, and the midwife would tell her, it's nothing, I don't see anything. So she was like, okay. So she said she would, keep going and doing, her routine, taking care of her son. She still had that same feeling. She would go back again. So she said she was going back like 5 or 6 times. And they was telling her, she was like, something is not right. She just told her husband, something ain't right. I said the same thing. She said she went she went to another physician. She finally went and they did a full exam on her. And she had a pelvic prolapse, her bladder. She said she had a mild case. Because she said a severe case, that's when you see that you actually can see the bulge, your bladder coming out of your vagina. And when I finally changed doctors, went and when he referred me to this urogynecologist that I see now, she told me when she first examined me, that's what she told me, and she said I had a mild case. So I'm like, my Lord, what in the world? I would hate to see if I had a severe case. What? Wow. And it's just with my case, and I'm telling you guys, I literally thought I was, the pain was just crazy. I mean, I'm telling you. So, I just wanted to, you know, talk, wanting to share this with, especially young girls and, the young ladies. Start paying attention to your body, please. When you start feeling things or, you know, having crazy, strange feelings or you feeling like certain pains and stuff, don't keep ignoring it. Go and get it checked out. And if you go get it checked out and if they're telling you, ain't nothing wrong and you still keep having the feeling, go somewhere else. Because the lady doctor was saying it was the same thing that I was feeling. She said she knew something was there. And she was telling her husband, I'm not trying to, get, you know, well, say a whole lot that I may not need to say, but you, so you need to know this. I know, I just feel that, people need to know this. You need to know because so you can know because you never know. But I knew, like, having intercourse, and I kept telling my husband, I felt like something was in the way because it was like, like you can feel like something was in the way and it was hurting. I'm like, what in the world? That hurts. Something is in the way. I'm like, I know I'm not crazy. Something is in the way. What is the world? So yeah. And she said the same, that doctor said the same thing. And I'm sorry, if I may have, said a little too much. But hey, I'm being honest. I mean, I'm just letting you know, because you never know. You never know. But I had that same feeling. So don't keep ignoring it. You know, like I said, I know my body, and I know when something ain't right, and I feel something, I'm going straight to. I don't care. They can keep saying, "Well, go to urgent care." You don't have to go to ER. I'm going to urgent care, and if they can't have me, I'm going to the ER. If I'm something in night, you know what I'm saying, I can't get to my doctor, and I'm gonna call my doctor, and I'm gonna let them know what's going on. You better believe I'm flying, going to the ER. You can say what you want to say about me. I don't give a flip. I'm going because I'm going to get myself checked out because I know something is wrong. I know something is not right. And I know I'm not crazy. And it never fails every time. When something ain't right with my body and I feel something, it never fails. It's always something. I always find out that something is going on. So don't ignore the signs because your body gonna